Hello everyone, my name is Lister, and welcome back to another episode of my hardcore series. Today, I'm gonna be placing a lot of leaves, and, well, I have to farm them up too. But first, I want to sort out this farm behind me, because there is one very pesky villager who is refusing to take his job. And there's also Endermen, and I don't like them coming up in here, because they ruin things by placing blocks and stuff like that, and he's a bit uncertain of whether he wants to be angry with me at the moment. Come over here, I want to kill you. Yeah? Right, so it's this villager in particular. He's the guy supposed to be farming carrots for the villager breeder, and he's not doing it. So, one of you suggested that I break every single composter in this building and see if that will help him at all, because he's not taking jobs at the moment, and that kind of ruins the purpose of the farm. Right, that's another composter broken. Has he reset? No? Looks like I'm actually going to have to do all of them. Okay. Oh, that's irritating. I can't forget about the ones up here, in case he's somehow tracking the ones up here. I don't see why he would be. These are literally surrounded by blocks. There is no access. So, behind this wall is two composters, and it's designed to take the overflow of my sugarcane farm, but as you can see, I have no overflow because it's not fast enough. Take your job, dude! Why aren't you taking your job? You're supposed to take your job. Oh, he's so irritating. What can I do to fix this then? I'm running out of options. Oh dear. Alright, for now I guess I'll just place these back, and I'll think of something. Hopefully. It's not too bad if he doesn't take his job, because I can just manually throw, like, carrots and potatoes to the villager breeder, and they'll be able to start breeding again. But I really want this guy to work. Why aren't you working? Right, so the other thing I need to do is I also need to cure some more of my villagers. I think I'm going to do the 2 more farmers, and I'm going to cure them up 5 times again. So I've already done these 2 farmers, but I'm going to move on to the next 2. Hello, dude. You are my next subject. My next victim. So let's just send him on his way. Off you pop. I hope you have fun getting whacked by a sword. And he should hit. Yeah. There we go. Done already. And there's the apple, and the minecart has not taken him again. Okay. Why does that always happen? Well, it doesn't always happen. It's just... Why does that happen? Right, okay, I think this is the last guy, so let's just set up the rails to send him back to his little hidey hole back over here, and then we can send him away. It should be as simple as getting him out there, out into the minecart, because he moved, and then the minecart wouldn't pick him up, and then I can do this to push him along. Right, and then he moves very slowly back to his original position over here. Hello, my dude. And the other thing I want to do is create a fountain here. Another one of you suggested that today. So, well, I say today, this was ages ago, it's like 2 weeks ago now. So, the thing I want to do is create a fountain. And I'm not entirely sure of how, like, I want it to look, but I think I'll just play around a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. Right, yeah, I think this is a somewhat okay design. It's not the best, but it doesn't need to be the best. It just needs to fill out this little square, you know? It's kind of empty otherwise, and it's just got this random little platform in the middle of it. So yeah, I think this fountain will do well, I think. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm fine with that. Should I add sea pickles to the mix? You know, just to create, like, make the fountain like a light source. I think that'll do well. Right, where are my sea pickles? Are they in this shulker? No, they're here. Right, okay. I've got 5 sea pickles. I only need 4. So yeah, let's place those. Right. Do they fill up the water? No, they don't create the source blocks. They're not like kelp. Okay? I thought that they might act like kelp, where you can use them to create water source blocks, but I guess not. So I guess let's get a water bucket. Right, so I think if I have this in the middle, and then I put the sea pickles in the middle there, and then that can act as the center of the fountain. And it should act as a good light source. I can't really tell when it's daytime though, can I? I'd have to wait. Although, should I raise it up a bit? By like a block or so? I think it might be better if I raise those pickles up by a block. Yep, I'm doing it. Right, I've made a wall, a stone brick wall, and the pickles will go on top of that. And yeah, I think that's better. I prefer this. Right, so I think we're done here, pretty much. I think this has turned out well. It is the fountain I desire. And I've just had a thought. Do fountains actually have like a practical use now? Are these technically riptide stations? Oh my goodness, they are. Oh, this is a riptide station. They have functionality. That wasn't what I had in mind, but I'll take it. I should just build more fountains all over my base and then riptide from one area to the other. I think I'd like that. Yeah, I think seeing this at nighttime now, I am a bigger fan of the sea pickles being a light source. I think that was a good idea. And yeah, let's oh, hang on. That's a spawnable block. Ooh. Have I missed any others? I don't think I've missed any other trapdoors. I've got to fix that one block though, because I don't want creepers or anything like that dropping down on me while I'm placing leaves. This is right at the top too, so it's always a threat. Right, I've got my trapdoor. So, which branch was it again? I think it was this one. Right, okay. So, let's get the trapdoor. No, I've opened the trapdoor. Right, and I've done that again. There we go. Okay, that's done. I love Riptide so much. I feel like I'm just discovering it for the first time. Well, I guess I am. I've never had a Riptide Trident before. This is the first one. I've got to make full use of it. And another thing that one of you suggested is that I should hang lanterns from this tree. And I've got to say, I like that idea. So that's what I'm going to do. Provided I can actually reach the upper branches. And yeah, I think that's turned out well. I like this. It's sort of hanging lights. It's almost a bit like a Christmas tree, but it's not a Christmas tree. It's a completely different tree. But the fact that I'm hanging lights off of it, it does make me think of that a little bit. Yeah, from now I need a lot of leaves for my creeper tree. I've got to grind them all. There's no way that I have enough in my possession as of right now. So I guess I've got to. Well, I've got 2 netherite hoes already, but one of them's fortune. I think I'd quite like a second netherite hoe for this grinding session that I'm about to have. Yeah, see, I've got 2 hoes, and yeah, one of them's fortune and one of them's silk touch. So I've definitely got to make a new diamond hoe, and I'll give it silk touch and all of the other awesome enchantments and upgrade it to netherite too. I'm sure this is going to trigger someone. But hoes are good now. Get over it. So what exactly is in this enchantment table at the moment? There it is, Unbreaking 3. Okay, that's good. Efficiency 4. There's no fortune here. That's good. That's because otherwise I'd have to use the grindstone, wouldn't I, to get the silk touch. So I want leaves. I don't want more saplings. I don't need a second sapling hoe. Then yeah, I think I'm gonna call the original silk touch hoe the Reaper's Scythe. I think that's a good name. And then the second silk touch hoe is just gonna be called the Scythe because it's the second one and no one cares. Unimportant. And I should probably give this fortune hoe a name as well. And I think I'm going to go for the sapper, because this is my sapling generator. My fortune hoe. Right, so I've just got to collect every single leaf in my possession, because what I would like is I'd like 5 shulkers of oak, dark oak, acacia, and jungle leaves. And I just want to know what I actually have before I go and grind out 5 shulkers of each thing. Because I know I've got plenty of leaves for some of these, like dark oak. I've got plenty of dark oak leaves. I'm not sure about the others though. I think the others are quite low. So yeah, I've gathered all of my leaves, and Yeah, so there's gotta be some grinding going on here, because the only type that I've got a lot of leaves for is dark oak. But acacia, oak, and what was the other one? Jungle. I've only got like a shulker and a half of leaves, so I guess I've got to grind some more of that stuff then. Whereas the dark oak, I've got like 3.5, which is pretty great to be honest. But this means that I get to make use of my tree tubes. So let's hit that mega grind in the tree tubes. That's what their purpose was. To give me leaves. Let's go. Now I've got to say, leaves are a pain to farm. I did not enjoy this experience, but I can honestly say that I would not have enjoyed this nearly as much. Well, I didn't enjoy it. I would have liked this a whole lot less if I had to actually go out and chop some trees outside of these tubes. Because the fact that I've got these water elevators next to them, it just makes it so much easier for me to get to the top of these trees and harvest the leaves and all that sort of stuff. I'm glad I built this. It was a very good decision on my part. No regrets whatsoever. Right, so now we've got 5 shulkers of jungle, acacia, oak and dark oak leaves. It's just, that's pretty great. I don't think I'll actually get through all of them when I place these leaves on my creeper tree behind me. But it should be enough, hopefully, to do the whole thing and maybe have some spare for other projects, I guess. For other various leaf-based things. I've got 5 shulkers of oak, as seen here. 5 shulkers of jungle, as can be seen here. And I've got 5 shulkers of dark oak, as can be seen here. And over here, I've got 5 shulkers of acacia. Just to prove that I actually have all of this stuff now. This is the resources that I've got to... These are the resources that I've got to use for the tree. And I think... for the tree, I wanted to go with a sort of mixed leaf sort of variant. I'm not including spruce and birch because they look a bit different. The colours don't actually change with the biomes and all that, so they don't really look good with the other leaves. But if you put them next to each other, I think that's a nice sort of blend. So I think if it's sort of given me like a bit of an inventory problem though, because I kind of want to keep certain things in my hotbar, and if I'm going to be swapping leaves constantly, then that's not great. I've got to work out a good way of doing that without losing the golden apples that I've taken out of my hotbar already, because they're good for survival. I need those. This is hardcore. Oh, you know what? Ditch the sword. I only need the axe. The axe is a weapon too. So that gives me the ability to have my golden apples back. I think this is the way to go. And I should probably heal this axe up a bit. So, hello villagers. I'm gonna trade with you. Give me XP and emeralds, please. And the other thing I need is sea pickles. And I've had a look around. I think this is the only sea pickle I have in my possession. And I think I got it from a... I think I got them from a wandering trader or something like that. And I know you can grow more sea pickle. I don't know how you do it though. Do I just put them in water like this and then bone meal them? No, that's just taking my bone meal away. Okay, I've got to stop doing that. I guess I'll fly to a nearby... Well, it's not exactly nearby. I know where one coral reef is, so I'll get more sea pickles on there, and I'll look up on the way there how to farm sea pickles. And yeah, I don't actually need to go all the way to the coral reef, do I? I just need to put sea pickles on coral blocks and then bone meal, and then I can farm them. Okay, I guess I've got to turn around and go all the way back home, even after going all this way. Ah, loving my tree coming into view, although it could have done that from further away. It would have been better. But yeah, I've got some coral blocks. I've bought a few from the wandering trader every now and then, just because they are nice looking blocks, I think. So yeah, I'll just place these in a 5x5 formation, and then I'll start farming the pickles. So does this work? If I put that there and then bone meal. Yes, it does work. And then again. Oh! Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, so I guess I'll farm up a few stacks of this. And we'll use these in the tree as well. These are going to be light sources. They're going to make my leaves glow. That's the plan. Now, can I place pickles on leaves? Yes. But I think I'd rather put them on the tips of the branches. I think that's a better decision. Oh, I've been waiting for ages to do this. Oh, this tree has been bare behind me for quite a lot of episodes now, and I just want to finish it. I want to add the leaves. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I've been so hyped to see this done. So yeah, let's hit that time lapse and get this project going ahead. Let's go. And welcome back, everyone! I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love it. And I love the fact that the seed pickles have made the tree glow. That's what I was going for. It's done exactly what I wanted it to. And the reason I went for seed pickles is because I think the other light sources are a bit obnoxious against like leaves and things like that. Like shoving glowstone or shroom lights or just torches and lanterns in. I don't think that would have gone as well as having pickles in. Because they're not as bright. Well, they have a good brightness level if you put 4 in one place. But colour-wise, they're not as bright. And I've also put in some of these vines in. And I think this will help make it look a bit more overgrown. But I've got to wait for them to grow. I don't know how long I want all of these things to be, so I've not placed string or anything like that just yet. But I am going to let them grow and see if that improves the overall aesthetic. And one thing I also noticed during that time lapse is that mobs spawned somewhere. At one stage a baby zombie ran after me, and I noticed while I was making the time lapse that there was a skeleton bobbing around over here somewhere. So there is a spawnable space somewhere around here, so I've got to find it. Where is it? So I've got to slab it. There it is. Found you. 2 spaces. Let's slab those up then. I can't leave those unturned. Oh shoot, the sun's rising behind me. I've got to show you guys something real special. It's something shader-wise. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty with the sunrise, and it's with like the blue on the right and like the purpley pink peach colour on the left. And I just love this shot, you know. I think this shot alone just makes the whole thing worth it. I am happy with what I've done. I am content. Although it's not finished, I've got to add creepers. That is the final step to this tree. I've got to add the creepers, the dangerous part of the tree. I'll do that next time. Though I am a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Sunrises are the best with shaders. But yeah, this tree is almost done. So yeah, it's good to see this project coming to an end, this creeper tree. I'm glad to see that I've managed to see it almost to completion so far. Like, I've not abandoned it or anything like that. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. And, oh. Every time I see this area, I'm just reminded that I've got to finish the landscaping over here. I guess once the tree's done and I've added all the creepers, I'll go on a mega landscaping session and make this area look the way I want it to. So you're probably wondering how many leaves I got through during that time lapse, and I'm gonna have to say I didn't use anywhere near as much as I had prepared. I've burned through 3 shulkers of the 4 types of leaves that I was using. So 3 shulkers of Okagon, 3 shulkers of Dark Okagon, and 3 shulkers of Acacia and Jungle. And that means I've got almost 2 shulkers of them left, of each type. So yeah, I've got to save those for a project at some point. I don't know what. Maybe just more custom trees, although not anywhere near on this scale. I think this one is big enough. I don't need to build another big tree like this again. This was enough. Yeah, there is sort of a very impressive feeling just sort of being under this thing. I love seeing like all the vines coming down like as they're growing, and just seeing this whole thing develop over time, although I think I probably placed the vines in a couple of bad places. Like, I think there's a couple that aren't growing. I think I've got to place those better. And something that was going on during that time lapse is that this creeper farm was running the entire time, and I filled up a lot of double chests of this stuff. And where's the minecart? It's very silent. Oh, there it is. Why is it silent? What's the volume on? 100% for everything but the music. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I have a glitched minecart. Okay. But yeah, so I've got all of these double chests of gunpowder, other than these ones, because they're just part of the collection system. And Oh my word, they're already collecting gunpowder. I emptied those just recently. It's already filled up a double chest. But yeah, all of these double chests up here are completely full, other than one of them, which I think is only half full because I ran out of gunpowder at the time. But it's definitely a lot. Like, what am I supposed to do with all this? Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a lot of TNT at some point and blow something up. I've gotta blow something up. I've gotta nuke something to oblivion, and I hope you guys will be around to see me do that at some point, whenever that may be. And another thing that I found during the time lapse was a cave. So, you know how I've lit up everything around underground around here, and I found this cave. Well, not this part. This was me digging around trying to look for it, so I was hearing zombie noises. But yeah, I found this part of the cave down here, and there was a water stream and a zombie was trapped in it. And yeah, I'm just glad that I found this, because this would have hurt the rakes just a little bit, and I'm glad I've got it out of the way now, because now I can, well, I'm not going to light up the surface just yet, just in case there's more caves, but it's good that I've got this cave out of the way too. But yeah, I guess next time I'm going to be having to install the creepers into this thing to finish it off. And for that, I'm going to need a lot of names, a lot of name tags too. But if you've got any suggestions for what I should call my creepers, because I'd quite like each one to be unique, then let me know. I've got a few ideas. Like, I want to call one Splodum Exploderface. It's sort of that line of thinking, you know, just have some fun with it. And yeah, I'll take some of my favourites if you have any suggestions, then I'll use some of them. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I think that's probably time for me to end. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. There's a lot of progress being made in it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, I hope you return. And if you do return, then I guess I'll see you next time. So on that note, bye! Thank you for watching.